Hey guys, good to be back. It's been a minute, hasn't it? So, I'm gonna tell you I've been not posting for the past month or so. It's been mostly health-related issues. I'm gonna explain in detail, but first, let's summon Quarhodron, and on the way back to such rest, I'm gonna explain exactly what happened. So, let's summon a ghost, shall we? Ta-da-da-dum.
Oriat Thorol, appear to me Quarhodron, ancient leader of the warrior caste.
Now, that is an entrance, I have to say.
Why do you disturb my rest, Guardian? Tell me, what do you desire?
Other than an upgrade in payment, not much. Let's see. The land is afflicted with earthquakes.
The land is plagued by earthquakes. We must do something, or the entire island will sink into the sea.
There is nothing left for us to do. The wrath of Adanos has fallen upon Jarkendar to punish the unbelievers.
Grant me access to the Temple of Adanos.
The temple will remain closed for all eternity. Thus did we in the council decide.
What is in the Temple of Adanos?
My greatest sorrow, my greatest disappointment.
Is it the Game of Thrones season finale? Someone has forced his way into the Temple of Adanos.
Someone has forced his way into the Temple of Adanos.
Nonsense. I myself sealed the door. It is impossible to pass.
Indeed.
And let's be a bit sarcastic.
The praised wisdom of the ancestors is truly overwhelming.
A man of your standing does not speak to me thus. I cannot free myself of the impression that you are not the one you pretend to be. If you require my aid, you must first prove yourself to me. Answer my questions, so that I may be sure that I do not reveal myself to strangers.
Okay, so at this stage, he's gonna basically ask us about the lore of Jarkendar, if we've been paying attention. And I really love this neat little game design approach that you're tested on the lore of a specific expansion.
Ask away.
I am Quarhodron, the old warlord of Jarkendar. You have woken me. To which caste of Jarkendar do you belong?
Well, technically we raised him from the dead, so we would be the guardians of the dead.
The guardians of the dead.
The abilities of a guardian of the dead would have allowed you to waken me, that is true. If you are truly the one you claim to be, you will be able to answer all of my questions. Except for one. Who once protected the people of Jarkendar from enemy attacks?
That's an easy one, it's the warrior caste.
The warrior caste.
Who can give me a direct order?
Now, this is something I'm unsure of, but I think it's the priests. I think.
The priests.
Who brought the evil upon us?
Well, you yourself brought the evil, so it's the warrior caste, because you do belong to the warrior caste.
The warrior caste.
Who has the final word in the Council of Five?
Final word. Is it scholars? I don't know.
The scholars.
Who alleviates suffering and attends to the ill?
The healers.
The healers.
Who seal the portal to guard the world from evil?
There's no way I could know that?
I don't know.
Good. I trust you and shall grant you my aid.
Now listen here. A truly evil fellow has gained access to the Temple of Adanos. If you don't let me into the temple right now, it will probably be too late and everything will go down the drain.
That cannot be. The High Priest Cardiman and I are the only ones in Jarkandar who know how to open the gate to Adanos' temple.
Well, then your pal Cardiman must have blabbed. I'm telling you the gate was open. I saw it myself.
Well, there is truth in your voice. I shall no longer doubt your words.
I should hope so.
Take, then, the password. It is written on this stone tablet. Speak the words at the sealed gate of the temple, and it will open. My time is done. Alas, I can no longer help you. But remember, beware the chambers of Adanos, else your death is certain.
Wait, what about the chambers?
My strength is failing. Farewell. We shall meet again in the realm of the dead.
Now, wow, that was actually some stellar. Okie dokie. Now, that was actually some stellar voice acting. Jehedra Akantar. So this is the incantation for the temple. Alrighty, so first of all, want to thank you to a few new subscribers, to Shahim, good old gaming YouTuber, and to Dragos. Thank you guys for subscribing, glad to have you. And also thank you to Evan Weiss for subscribing to the Patreon. Now, about not posting for a month. So basically what happened, towards the end of December, I had a flu. A pretty bad flu actually, with, you know, fever and all that. And towards the beginning of January, as the flu subsided, I noticed a certain pain in my chest. So eventually I went to the doctor and he did an x-ray and he found some fluid under my right lung. It was actually pretty painful when I walked or went down or up the stairs. If I stood perfectly still, I didn't have any issues. Anyway, long story short, I got programmed for a couple of emergency surgeries. The surgeries went well, the liquid is gone. They also repaired the damage on my lung from the flu. And to whom did we have to talk to? Was it Mixer, I think? Now, basically, for the past 3 weeks I was in the hospital, and afterwards I was recovering, and that's why I couldn't post anything. It was so fucking painful that I couldn't even breathe properly, let alone speak. Okay, so let's talk to Mixer. I actually summoned a ghost.
I've talked to Quarhodron.
Then you were really able to waken him from the realm of the dead? That's unbelievable. I am more and more amazed by these builders. Who knows what they could have achieved if they still existed today? What did the ghost say?
He gave me something that will let me get into the Temple of Adanos.
Then go straight to Satyrus. He will certainly be interested in what you have to say.
Okay. So yeah, basically, I had damn shit luck. I rolled a critical miss on my Constitution saving throw, and simply a nasty case of a bad flu created some blisters on the lung. The blisters popped, and liquid came from them, and the liquid started crushing the lung. So it's just, the doctor said it was just bad luck. It can happen quite often, actually. It happens quite often per year. Especially to people with COVID. I didn't have COVID though. I got tested for that. But yeah, I'm fine now. I'm recovering. As of this moment, right now, as this video is being posted on YouTube, my stitches will be coming out, and we'll get back on schedule. So happy to be with you guys again. Happy to be alive and well. So let's report back to Satyrus.
The problem with the temple gate is solved.
Has the spirit spoken?
Yes, he has.
Then you know how to get into the temple.
Correct. And he also told me what is in the temple. He spoke of a mighty sword and the chambers of Adanos.
By Adanos, what fools we are. How could we have been so naive? The hints in the records. This sword can only be the claw of Beliar. We must get through those chambers as soon as possible and take possession of the weapon.
Okay.
What are the chambers of Adanos?
We now know that the entrance is not the only obstacle that prevents us from entering the depths of the temple. In the temple itself, there are 3 chambers which are meant to deter all intruders. The colored relics of the builders are the key. Only if we gather all the relics and solve their riddles will we enter the inner sanctum of the temple. I don't know whether Raven was able to decipher the riddles of the temple, but if that is the case, we have a big problem.
What is the Claw of Beliar?
It is the incarnation of evil. Beliar himself created it. Whoever bears it possesses a terrible tool of destruction. The more powerful the bearer is, the mightier the power of the claw. Only someone who is strong of spirit and steadfast in his faith can withstand its spell. Now it is clear to me why the builders sealed off this valley. They brought this weapon of evil into their city and fell under its power. These arrogant fools destroyed one another out of greed. The cruelty knew no end until Adanos' wrath swept across the land and sank everything into the sea. Indeed, the creators of the portal did well to hide these things from the rest of the world. And what a tragic end for such a wonderful culture. Do you realize the urgency of our mission now? Raven is a strong fighter and is blinded by his lust for power. In his hand, the claw will be an instrument of destruction. He must not get the weapon, or we shall all be lost.
What exactly do I do with the relics in the temple?
We know too little. However, it is to be hoped that you'll recognize their significance once you're in the temple. I'm sorry that I can't tell you more. It's all up to you now. Take the relics and make your way immediately to the temple. May Adanos be merciful and protect us all. Perhaps it is not yet too late. May Adanos protect you.
It's not too late. It's never too late in any story because the heroes have to actually be there when the big baddie triggers the something plot events before the story actually ends. Okay, so let's go back to the bandit camp and get inside the temple. And we'll have to face a series of riddles in order to get to Raven. And hopefully we'll manage to complete most of the riddles before this episode ends. So in the next episode we can actually face up Raven.
Jahedra Akantar.
Okay. So this is the first room of the temple, which has a puzzle. Should not have drank that speed potion. Now, let's see. The stone tablets we have should provide us the clues. Okay. So let's see. Blah blah blah. Hidden the entrance so that the sword. Okay, this is just a story clue. Okay, let's see. The green. That's the third trap. We need the first trap. Okay, nope. The blue tablet. Cardamom devises second trap. It was I who... Okay, against the decision of the free. Build the first trap, and only I know the correct doorway. Okay, let's see. Question is... I don't remember the proper combination, to be honest. Let's see. Is it this one? Okay, so first on the left. Was it the middle? Nope. So it's the first on the left. Yeah, I don't remember the logic of this. Oops, my bad. Don't remember the logic of this particular puzzle. I think it was the first to last. Okay, so it's the first to last. And then the middle, so it's against the decision of the free. Built the first trap. And the symbols do correspond to the meaning on the tablet, but the correct doorway. I suppose that this does represent a doorway, right? Okay, so we made it past the first trap. Let's keep going down. This should open automatically. Okay, so we have some stone sentinels barring our way. And I don't remember if are we closed in right now? Yep, seems to be closed in. So how many do we have? Stone sentinels. Dust Devil. Does Dust Devil even do anything against stone sentinels? Oh yeah, they do paralyze them for a bit.
Nothing there.
Okay. So this... Oh, they both triggered at the same time. I appreciate you waiting until I kill your buddy until you engage me in combat. It's actually very sporting of you. Okay, so basically all of these pathways lead to death. If we go through either of them except the last one on the right, I think it was the last one on the right, every other pathway basically triggers a series of spikes that are basically gonna kill us. They're gonna impale us. So if memory serves, the correct one is this one on the right. If memory serves. Okay, with a sword and a gold ring and all that. Yep, this is the correct one. So this is not actually the second trap itself. Second trap is this one. And you can actually tell it's a trap if you pop a light scroll. You can see how certain of these certain flagstones, I think they're called, are green. So if we jump over them, you can actually see how they trigger. Okay, so you can sort of do like this, and you can see it's pit filled with spikes. And I'm not sure if extra spikes, yep, extra spikes also went from the floor itself. So the correct one was this one. Okay, so now we basically have 3 chambers. Let's pop another light scroll. Oops, sorry. I wanted to cast a light scroll, not an ice block. Thank you. Now, there are 2 side chambers with stone sentinels to the left and right. These basically contain some goodies. Oh, he did some damage to us. Fortunately, we have a lot of healing items. So basically this is gonna be the theme right here. Clear all of the sentinels in the side chambers. Do we have one of those? Yep, we have one of those strong potions we can use. And let's also pop a speed potion as well. Let's see, anything to loot in the alcoves here? Some mushrooms, maybe? I love me some mushrooms, yep. Some dark mushrooms, good. A rusty sword and a random potion here, good. Oh, it's just as locked, I see. So, what do we have? Some gold, mana, a couple of tablets, not bad. And now we can go into the other side chamber. And we're gonna basically repeat the process in the other side chamber as well. Just, okay, silver ring, thank you. Loot everything in the side chamber, kill the stone sentinels, and then proceed to the next room. almost halfway through the temple, by the way. This temple is not like the Sleeper's Temple. The Sleeper's Temple was huge by comparison. Okay, that's one. Hey, Ratsi. The Adanos temple is pretty small. And -1 puzzle, aka the first puzzle. All of the puzzles are actually... Come on, come on, come on. All the other puzzles are actually manageable, they make sense. It's the first puzzle that's a bit frustrating. Okay, anything else? Oh. I forgot you had a friend.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
Okay, anything else? Okay, a couple of potions over here. Dead rat, dead rat. Anything else in this alcove? Some more mushrooms. Lovely. Curious, how many mushrooms do we even have right now? 99 mushrooms. Ooh. That's almost 10 mana points right there. Our mana is 141 right now, which it's not bad, but it's not amazing either. Okay, anything else to loot? I think that's about it. Rusty sword. Skeleton over here doesn't have anything else. Potion, rusty axe. Okay. So what do we have here? Elixir of healing, stone tablet of strength. That's a very good one. Okay, and some gold. Okay, nothing else. We have quite a lot of gold right now. But we're gonna keep that gold because most of it is gonna be spent in chapter 3 just like that. Okay, so now we go to the last doorway. And here is Quarhodron's greatest sorrow, his greatest disappointment.
Wait a minute.
My spirit has been held captive for eternity. At last I am free. The sword has a new bearer. The final chamber has been opened.
But the gate appears closed.
This is not the gate to the final chamber. This gate merely leads to the antechamber. The bearer has closed it behind him.
This is Redeemer's Quarhodron's son. How do I open the gate?
How do I open the gate?
Move one of the levers.
Anyone?
All of these levers open the gate.
Not all of the levers trigger the trap, right?
Yes, they do.
Your father built a trap. How would you know how it
Your
works?
father built the trap. How would you know how it works?
Quarhodron, I can still hear the pounding of the hammers on the other side of the gate. After so long a time, the sword showed me revenge for my failure.
You mean you have seen which lever is the right one?
I have long forgotten it.
Think.
Think!
It was so long ago.
So he is a ghost that can interact with the physical world. But at least it doesn't take damage.
If you have the strength, sink it in the depths of the sea.
Okay. Poor guy. So here's the dead bandit that Raven used to open the gate and trigger the trap. Raven,
Nothing
Raven,
there.
Raven. Ain't you a cheeky devil? Huh?
Nothing to be had there.
Okay, dead bandit.
If you
And we move on to Raven. We're so close right now. One more mushroom here. Let's loot it. Okay. Let's see. More stone sentinels to our left and right. Okay, let's quickly dispatch them and we can end the episode right afterwards. Okay. A couple of more stone sentinels left. pure life energy in us. We have so much health by now, by the way. We have 1,000 health points. And the only economic way to actually heal right now is a pure life energy or using a bloodfly stinger. We're also gonna take a lot of damage when we get into the Valley of Mines, so can't wait for that as well. It's gonna be a lot of fun clearing that map. And we are gonna clear the map, I swear. Like, we're only gonna leave a couple of things alive for future quests, but that's about it. Okay, so this is it. Last chamber. Okay, there is Raven at the far end, but mushrooms are more important right now. And I love how this is supposed to be such a big epic moment, big epic showdown, but nah, I'm just picking mushrooms. Mushrooms are more important. Mushrooms are life right now. Mushrooms give mana. Raven doesn't give mana. Okay, so we're gonna end the episode right here. And in the next episode, we are gonna kill Raven. And it's gonna be, well, you're gonna see what kind of fight it's gonna be. So thank you guys for watching. Gonna see you in the next episode where we kill Raven and pretty much finish off with Jarkandar afterwards. Gonna see you on Tuesday. And until that time, remember, the most important story in the world is your own. Cheers, guys, and take care of yourselves.